It has now been confirmed that through the month of April, at least that we know of, 7 migrants have died in ICE custody since Donald Trump took office. So we are looking at 2 deaths on average per month of the people that ICE has rounded up as part of their mass deportations and shuffled around from migrant detention facilities to tent cities to prisons, local prisons, private prisons. Some of them, of course, have gone from each one of these things to the other. And all of the conditions under which most of these people are being held are absolutely horrific. Because the people who have died are not necessarily, super elderly people that couldn't handle the stress of it, or infants who were denied food. We're talking about average people in the prime of their life with no noticeable or serious health problems who are dying from the wretched conditions under which they are being held as they await their deportation. Because God knows they're not going to get their day in court. But people are dying. People who, before they were apprehended, were leading productive lives here in the United States. They just didn't come in the legal way. But last time I checked, that was still just a misdemeanor, not a capital offense. So here is what's happening according to human rights groups. Much like with the first Trump administration, where we also saw people dying constantly in ICE custody, we're once again back to that because these detention facilities are not made to house the number of people that they have. So there is not enough food to go around. There are not enough guards or doctors to actually take care of these people. So when, for instance, one of these women went and complained that she was having chest pains, they gave her a couple of ibuprofen and sent her on her way. And she later died. That's the quality of health care that these people are getting. They're neglected. In some instances, they are physically abused. But for the most part, it's just the neglect. So if a health emergency does arise, if you have somebody that has a heart attack, it may go unnoticed for a day or two. Because again, there's not enough people, guards, to keep an eye on these folks. There's not enough doctors to go around. And for a lot of the contractors working with ICE to run these facilities, they simply don't care. They don't care to the point where one of these facilities in southern Florida, which I don't know if you've ever been to southern Florida this time of year, it's not the most pleasant place. We're talking about humidity that some days can hit, 95%, direct full sun all day long. And they're keeping them in tent cities outside of the prison because the prison's already at capacity. So you're forcing these families, including young children, including elderly people, to stay outside in the Florida summer, basically, 24 hours a day. And then the facility running the tent city said, oh, no, don't worry. We put air conditioning in the tents. Now, I don't know if anybody is familiar with either air conditioners or tents, but those are typically two things that actually don't work well together. And if you're talking about large outdoor tents housing, hundreds of people, air conditioners aren't going to do much of anything. But that's what they say. Hey, we did, so don't worry. People aren't going to die of heat stroke. Currently, there are about 50,000 people in ICE detention in the United States. The administration have said they want to raise that up to about 84,000. We are coming up on the summer months. Many of the areas where these people are being held are down here in the South or in the Southwest. A lot of these folks are being housed outdoors 24 hours a day. Those 7 deaths that we have seen so far are going to be nothing compared to what we will see by the end of the summer because these people are being neglected. They're not getting the care they need. They are not getting the nutrition they need. These deaths are going to be so much worse in just a few months. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.